Welcome back, guys. So this is Wednesday. May 28th. So let's just go through the results and what the market has done. So firstly, I got a loss here. Yeah, I got a loss here. We've been stopped out. And this is USD card. You can see. I told you that this might sell based off two positions, either at this level and the other day level. So you can clearly see that the first level it failed to it failed to respect this one here, then it ended up coming to respect this level. So I waited for market to reach at this point so that I can take my sales. But I think the reason why I took these sales was I took this loss was I didn't wait for this market to just show me maybe the shift in the 1 hour like we can see right now, or the wait for new York session at the very least. But you can see this is a very nice setup, and I'll still try to enter again if the market can just present itself the same way it did. So firstly, you can see we had this nice push, we had the nice push up on the upside, down on the upside, then we had this last higher low before we had the high. Then market shifted, retested, it gave me this nice engulfing. You can see this nice engulfing, give us this nice engulfing. Then market just moved down a bit and went straight to draw down, then just took us out, then continued drawing going down. So what am I looking for now? The setup is still the same thing. So now that we've broken below, we've come back to this zone. The only difference is now the lower low is can we can consider this one being our higher low in the higher time frame, but I'm still going to sell based off this level because this is where the market is in the OG level where we expect to sell. So for now, what I want is we can see on the 30 minutes time frame, this is a very nice pattern, this 1 2 3 pattern. All I just really need to do is wait for a simple slight pullback at this zone, then I can enter as again the sales and put my stop loss right there. Because if I put on the 15 minutes time frame, you can now clearly see what I've done. This 15 minutes time frame, now the market has turned bearish again. If this 15 minutes time frame will close, it will now turn bearish because we'll now be selling off this level right here. So this is now maybe the one of the initial push to the downside. So we are having this display, this push. Now what we have to wait for is this retest, then the engulfing again, the same thing that happened here, but it has to happen again here for me to take the sale. Yeah. uh so I think that's maybe the reason why we even got stopped out, is because we were approaching New York session. Let me just see. Okay, so this is New York London session, and I believe we got our sale right above this zone here. Let me just put in the 6 minutes time frame so we can see where we got our sales. Yeah, okay, we got our sales based off this setup right there, and this was around 9, just the opening of London session. Yeah, so this was a nice trade. It's just that we got stopped out, that's it. So the next, let me do this. So the next setup that I'm anticipating is waiting for this retest at this zone, then the shift to then sell again. Then this is NZD USD. You can clearly see what happened market at this nice push. This was my first OG level. I was expecting to buy based off the daily being bullish and the weekly being bullish and the 4 being bullish, but it came back to this second OG level where I was expecting to also buy again, but based off the weekly and the 4 and yeah, weekly and the daily being bullish only. But this is a very nice setup as well. So now I even entered my buys. Yeah, so but you can see this trade is currently on, is playing out. But the reason why I did not have not yet entered this one is because I needed this push so I can have where to put my stop loss. Let me just do this so you can see what I'm trying to tell you guys. So if I can put the market, let me do this. I don't know. It won't reverse, but let me just do this. So if you can see this market right here, yes, it broke above the other second level of interest. But if I was to take this sale, I can't avoid to put my stop loss. I have to enter and drag my stop loss all the way from there to here. You see, and this is not making sense. So why did I not take the trade? I was waiting for this to happen. You see, so since we are having this again, I'll be expecting the shift to occur at this same level here. That's the same thing that happened here. Now I'm expecting it to occur here. So here, what I would even want this market to do is to make another lower higher low, then to have another higher high, so it can shift structure here. Then I wait for the retest at this zone so that I can at least place my stop loss right below this. You see, so the only goal is reducing the stop loss. But if I wanted, I would have just bought based off breaking and put my stop loss all the way down to this zone here. You see, if I was to buy just after I saw the break and retest of this level, this is where I would have put my stop loss. And you can see currently we are not even stopped out, but it's just we're just trying to take the best trades and reducing this as much as we can. You see, so as of now I'm still waiting for that shift, and if I'll see the shift, then I might then think of opening in a position at this zone. But for now I'm just keeping a closer look at this pair, and it's also a very nice pair. As you can see, market is just now going up. Let's say if you missed this entry, you can also re-enter at this zone, at that zone. So it's not even. And here there's a nice engulfing, you can see, or nice tweezer bottom, whatever you can call it. You can see we had this shift at this zone here. The market broke, retested, and gave us this nice double uh, candle that gave us the push to the upside. Now that's what I'm waiting for. Then what do we have in GPCHF? GPCHF, this pair I've been waiting to buy, and it looks like finally we can have the buy. Yeah, we can now have the buy, and you can see that the 2 hour the 2 hour has been very bullish, and the 4 hour has also been bullish. Yeah, but interestingly now we might have the shift. So you can see what patience is. You just have to be patient, and the market will come back to you level all the time. So you can see Monday and Tuesday we only had the push to the upside. Then now on Wednesday, this is when we're having this retest, and you can see. So I expect this market to shift just the same way I did it, to shift here and give me a nice entry signal. Then I'll enter this trade. So now that we are up here, I can even clearly see that okay, the 30 minutes time frame is now very bearish, but I want it to break below this level. Let me just tell you what I want at the 30 minutes time. I want this to happen again right here. So again, I can have where to put my stop loss and where to enter from. You get? That's the only thing I'm trying to look. But this is ready to go. If you are trading off the based of the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes time frames, but for me that's what I'm looking for. But this is a very nice setup. And if I just want, I can just simply focus on this pair using the 4 hour time frame, or maybe let me try to, yeah, even on the 1 hour time frame. So this is very nice and simple and straightforward. So we just have to be a bit more patient, but this will be a very good trade. NZD JPY, this is what I've been waiting for. You can see we had the retest at this zone, but it didn't. We had the shift to the 1 hour shifted now, but it didn't give me a nice entry signal. Yeah, just like that. And you can see, first of all, we had this first entry, then we had the shift, but look where I was supposed to put my stop loss. And still, even though it retested, it didn't give me no entry signal. You can see, let me just do this for you. So you can also see that even though it came back and shifted here, we had this, but look, let me just show you. If the trade is not making sense for me, I won't take, even though it gave me the nice engulfing. But look, I was supposed to draw my stop loss all the way back to here. You get? So this is not even a 1 to 2. This is not even a 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So this was not just making sense for me. Even yeah, we had the nice double top I was expecting for the retest, still nothing. So I'm still just waiting for this pair to retest nicely at my level. So as you can see clearly on the 1 hour time frame, we are having this nice shift at this zone here. So that's what I'm waiting for. If at least market can retest back to this zone, then I will look for buys. Yeah, but for now, yeah, and that's if only this 1 hour won't break above. If the 1 hour can close above this level, then we'll still wait for the shift, and then again the other shift for us to buy. But for now, this is what I'm waiting for. It won't happen, then simply won't take the trade and just move on to other pairs. So for now, this is what I want. I want this level to be respected, then enter our buys. AUDNZD, it did what we wanted. This was last week, and what I was telling you, I told you the same thing. I wanted the daily to close with a strong candle above here or at this level, and this is what it did. It gave me a nice head and shoulder, left head, shoulder, right. Then it even retested on Tuesday, but when it retested on Tuesday, I was waiting for the shift, but look what it did. So when market retested, I was at this level waiting for the shift at this zone. I even placed this zone. If we can have the shift retest, I'll then sell this market. But look what happened. So once you can see this, it made the new high, and this was my interest, and you can see it broke. But once it broke, it again went straight up. You see, so once it's straight up, I tried to move this a bit at this zone, right there, right here, thinking we'll have the shift from this level. But look, once it came back to the zone, it didn't even touch this area. So I simply didn't take the trade, even though it's a very nice setup. I just didn't take because it didn't give me what I look for. And then price came back here and it made a new lower high and a new lower low. So the next suitable position to enter was this level now. Okay, but I didn't just take it because I was not looking at it. Yeah, and I can just we simply missed this entry, this second entry point, because as you can see right now, this is where we can have the second entry point after the break, the retest, the engulfing. You can see this nice engulfing right there. This is where I was supposed to enter in. But again, what made me not pay attention to this, because I was looking at my stop loss. My stop loss was supposed to be all the way up there. You see, this is why I was not even that much interested in this, even though I knew this would be a very nice trade. This is a very nice trade, but I want something at least when I take the trade. Uh, on a long term, yeah, this is a nice solid 1 to 3. If you look at it, based of us buying, selling at the weekly level, yeah. But this market, it has a very very strong potential of doing this. Let me show you. It has a very strong higher potential of probability of just retesting there, then going back down. That's why I'm not rushing this. I know, even though I missed this trade, this has to be retested this level here. So we just have to wait a bit, yeah, and see if it will give us the push, because we have to get a clear entry point, not this. We have to get a clear entry signal, not this one. Then we might sell. USDJPY, it just went off, didn't do what we wanted to do, so I just left it. AUDJPY, I'm still interested in this on this trade. But I'm still waiting for still waiting for 4 to 10 bearish, yeah, and for it to just break below this level, then I'll be very much confident in looking at this, because there's just too much noise here. But even when here where the market is, it's a very nice point to sell at, because you can clearly see, but there's just too much noise. You can see, but there's really price action here. Even though you can see this market looks like consolidating, but to me I can still see there is movement going on here. So the only legit way to sell this is to wait for this right here. Yeah, this and I'm doing this in front of you. This is my new update on this pair. This is my latest update. So this is what I'm looking for now on this pair. If I can have a break and retest, then I will think of selling this pair. Yeah, because this is the 30 minutes higher low before it made the high, touching the level, the OG level where we look for sales. Yeah, and but we'll be selling based off the daily being bearish and the weekly being bearish at this point. Yeah, and interestingly, if you can see, we are kind of having a nice left head, right shoulder right there, even though it's not that clear. Let me just see what's in the one now. You can see in the one now we have in this head and shoulder, but you can't see this if you've not spent more hours on the charts. But yeah, so that's what has happened there. So this is what I'm just simply waiting for to enter the first sales on this trade, on this pair, is the break and retest of that level. So for now, USD JPY is just off. ADNZD, I'm still waiting for that retest. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that retest. NZD JPY, I'm still waiting for this push below. USD card, I'm waiting for the shift and retest. GPUSD, I'm waiting for the shift. NZD NZD USD. You can even see as I'm talking to you, it's now going where I want it to go. Just waiting for the break and retest, then buy. So this is a nice week actually. We just have to be a bit more patient, but I can guarantee we might catch all these trades this week. So I'll update you on Friday. And I also have another special announcement on Friday that I will do with you guys. So just stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, guys. So let's just do a quick recap, and so I can tell you what we were expecting the market to do. It has already done it for us. So firstly, this is USD card, we are already having a setup on this pair. As you can see, let me just remove this for you a bit. You can see we're in my previous video I was saying let's wait for if we can have a nice shift at this level, then from at this zone here. Then that's what we did. We had the shift, we had the break, we had the retest, and we had the entry signal, which was right here. So this is where we took our sales from. You can see, then placed our stop loss right above there, and this is our take profit. Let me just put in the forward time frame so you can see where I'm trying to. This market will sell, it will continue selling even up to here because we're selling at a weekly level, so we expect a major push still. And as you can see, there's a potential double top. Let me just see, you can see if I put in the forward time frame, you can see what the market is trying to do. But interesting, in the 30 minutes time frame, there is something like a head and shoulder that's about to form. You can see, let me just reduce this. You can see that there is a potential head and shoulder at this level. So if you want, you can just simply wait for market to shift and retest at this zone, then enter your sales at this level here, then your stop loss right below above this candle. So if you want to be more conservative, if you were trading using the 30 minutes time frame, because the 30 minutes time frame is also clean, so that's the only point you can think of selling this market once it does that retest. Yeah, and so this is what I have in USD card. Then NZD USD, remember on my previous video what I was telling you, I wanted this market to form this thing, a level where I can place my stop loss, and you can see it has clearly made it. So that's what I wanted to know. So now what I just have to wait is the break and retest at this level, then enter my my buys. Just like that. Then GBP CHF, you can see it still hasn't broken below. So you can see the 4 hour is still very bullish. I just need the shift at this level for me to now look at this pair. But for now, I didn't get anything. And USD card I've explained. NZDJPY, we just can't get a clear entry, so I'm still waiting for market to pull back at this level. If it won't, then I won't take the trade. Simple. And AUDJPY is still at this zone. Yeah, but for me, I'm still waiting for the push and break below this level, because if I put in the 30 minutes time frame, you can clearly see that this is the cleanest this is the cleanest time frame for entry compared to the 15 minutes time frame. We just have to wait for the market to break below all this noise right there. And so as of now, that's what I'm still waiting for, and I can't get the entry. So no trade. AUD NZD, you can see, even though we missed this trade, it didn't give us an entry. You can still see on the forward time frame there's a possibility that we might take a sell here. We just have to wait for market to trace back up to this zone here. So I'm still waiting. USDJPY didn't get this, so I'm doing nothing, not until I see something like this. Yeah, so that's it for this video, and I'll probably update you guys on Wednesday, what on Friday, what will happen. But this is Wednesday now, 10 p.m. on my side. So but the market is just 15 hours. This is like 3 p.m., almost like 2 hours before the market close, so we can enter Asian session. Yeah, but so as of now, the only solid trade we have is a USD card. If you wanted to sell now, this is a perfect time to sell this market. And because if you sell at this level, your stop loss is right above that. But if you are selling at this level, you'll be at a nice position, because you save yourself the risk of market simply weakening out people at this level before it drops and it has to go down. So we just have to wait a bit. Yeah, so I'll update you guys